Okay, so this is my 1974 6139 6005 automatic chronograph. To many who are watching this, you might want to call this a Pogue, and you're more than welcome to do that. I don't necessarily want to call this a Pogue per se, but it is a Pogue style of Seiko chronograph. The Pogue was a 71 6005 with a resist text here and the jewel count, like this one on the front. However, if you're looking for a Pogue, they're very hard to find. It's a very, very singular date and a singular style and all those sorts of things, making them somewhat difficult. But if you're looking for a Pogue watch, this is a good option. This is a very original watch. This watch came to me in this condition. I have serviced the movement and done some other work, which I'm going to describe. In my servicing of any 6000 series watch like this, I always add two jewels, one in the lower and one in the upper mainspring arbor ports. That's to ensure that the barrel stays vertical and true as the watch delivers power to the movement. So, all that said, with the service you also have new crystal. This is a Hardlex crystals that's correct for this style of watch. It has a nice profile and a nice polished look. It has new seals on all of the sealing surfaces. The crown and the pushers and the case back all have a new seal. This has the horseshoe variety text on the back, which is interesting for a 74. They switched in that range of age from the horseshoe to the straight back. So this has the earlier style. The case has never been polished. You can see it has extremely sharp case lines, and really, the brushing is still intact. The high polish on the sides looks really quite good. It has some fingerprints from me, of course, handling it, but it's really, really nice. This came to me without a bracelet, so I have put on an Uncle Seiko, what's known as the tapered H-link bracelet, with full-length bracelet, all the links included. So, just about the different things that I did during service. I haven't reloomed anything on the dial. So this China white loom. This is really, really beautiful loom here on the dial. But I did have to reloom the hands because they had been damaged due to some water intrusion. Now, the condition of the watch, you can see that the dial, these dials, this is sort of this honey yellow dial that has this iridescent sort of quality. These dials tend to get slightly blackened by water intrusion, and this one is no different. It has this sort of peppering instead of a lot of times you'll see sort of a ring of corrosion, for example, where the water has moved through the surface of the dial and gotten to the base metal underneath, and sometimes around the minute register there will be some corrosion. But this one is slightly degraded in a different way, where it has this sort of surface peppering. The hand surfaces are pretty good. They're not as shiny as they used to be, but they are in good shape. The minute sweep, or the second sweep hand, and the minute recording hand are both original to the watch and have not been repainted. They are correct. They do work as they're supposed to, so the function of the chronograph is still intact. The quick date change is also good. This is a English-Spanish day wheel, so that clicks through no problem. You can do either day or date independently or together. So everything functions properly. The day and date click over happens, of course, as you go past midnight. Let's get that to work as it should. And there's the click over, and of course the day. Okay, so the chronograph feature works as it should. Like I said, the thing I always recommend with these watches is that you never reset the chronograph below 1 o'clock or before 11 o'clock. This one has no power in the mainspring. So there we go. Okay, so we set it back to 0, and everybody goes back to where they are. The numbers on the watch in terms of performance are solidly within the 240 to 250 range. In terms of the amplitude, which is where you want these to be, which means it's running as it should. So this one's for sale. It's listed on the website, which is linked below in the description. So please have a look, and if you're interested, let me know. All right. Thanks for watching.